Hey YouTubers, diecast collectors. This is going to be a bit of a different video. This isn't exactly going to be a haul. This isn't going to be any kind of haul, but this is just going to kind of be a rant. Not a bad rant, but just a rant about some of the stuff that I like about the diecast industry, stuff that I kind of hate about it or don't like about it. So, without further ado, let's get into this whole video. First thing I gotta say, I'm getting kind of tired of, from time to time, I just get tired of seeing them making the new muscle cars so much. You know, they got Challengers, Camaros, Mustangs all the time on the pegs. It's like, you know, I do like them, man, but for a car that I see a million of before I'm going to buy diecast, I see a million Dodge Challengers, a million Mustangs, a million Camaros, and I see them every time I'm going to Walmart to buy diecast, and I get kind of tired of seeing them there. But sometimes another Camaro couldn't hurt, but I would like to see something different. When they keep things too much the same, it gets boring after a while, like Race Groove said. So, yeah, another thing I really don't like is seeing too many of these guys on the pegs. And to further prove my point, Mustangs, see, really nice set. They're cool, but still they're Mustangs again. So, like I said, they are neat though. I mean, I like the AV set, but you know, I mean, come on guys, the same Mustangs again. And again, like I said, Mustangs, same thing, over and over again, guys. Really getting old with that. I mean, I see too much of the same thing, and it gets kind of boring after a while. So, again, more Mustangs, more stuff on the pegs, but nevertheless, I get tired of it. And again, to further prove my point, Dodge Challenger, again, another car. The new muscle car craze is kind of hitting. Hey, kind of getting old, man. New Challenger, new muscle cars. I mean, I know they're popular, but honestly, guys, I get tired. See a million of these things on the way to go buy diecast, and I want to see a million of them on the pegs. So, like I said, new cars are getting old, guys. Okay, so that's kind of my point about new muscle cars. Another thing I don't like seeing is this. See? Same car, same casting. Guys, Hot Wheels, quit recycling castings, quit using the same exact thing. New series, whenever you get a new series, that just gets kind of tiring just seeing the same exact casting over and over and over again. I know it gets hard to do completely new castings for a set, but do I hate seeing that? Yeah, definitely. Like I said, new castings, recycling. This set, these aren't so bad. I like the Batman version of this. Frankenstein, I mean, I couldn't pass this up because this is Frankenstein, this was Batman, but my two favorite things on the same casting, they should have probably stuck with a double demon for the Batman. I don't know about Frankenstein, but I think they shouldn't have done that, but oh well, that's just Hot Wheels being Hot Wheels. But like I said, I hate when they redo the same casting. They do same castings for a set. Another thing to further prove my point on that, again, another thing you guys are probably familiar seeing around your stores. Yeah, I can't stand when they do the same casting for like the auto lifts. Yeah, that gets old too. I like to see different cars. Like they could have at least put, if they wanted to do this all Mustangs, they could have at least put a 70 or a 73 in there. They didn't have to do the same one. But I mean, I like this set because it was cool, but you know, it's different rims, different color, but they're pretty much exactly the same car. So, do I get tired of that? A little bit, yeah. Okay, another thing, I do like this though. I like when they choose to do different castings per set. That's pretty cool. I do like that. And like I said, it all goes back to the fact that I hate repaints. Honestly, M2 machines now, they had the first 6 Foos cars that came out. Well, now they're repainting the Foos cars over and over again. It's like, guys, when are we going to see some new Foos car castings? And another thing I get tired of, I hate M2 machines for, I do like them, not to say that I hate them, but I hate that they keep reproducing 64th, 164th. It's like, guys, when are we going to get some new 124 scale? M2 machines is kind of flogging a dead horse. And M2 machines, they kind of keep producing the same 124 scale Mustang just in different ways. It's like, guys, how much are you going to feed that to us? Seriously, that's getting old. But like I said, M2 machines, it just keeps redoing the Mustang over and over again. I guess that's just them, but that's kind of getting old too. I'm going to kind of go on here. Another thing I'm getting tired of, I'm getting tired of seeing the food cars. Guys, when's this going to stop? Hot Wheels is just re-releasing food cars. I mean, honestly, it's like, we got a Kicks car, we got an old El Paso truck, we got a Totino's. Not to say this isn't a cool set, I wanted to buy all 6 of these, but honestly, guys, I mean, now they got the Snickers cars coming out with the Mars stuff, the M&Ms, but really, guys, what's next? I mean, are you guys going to release a Triscuit series, a Nabisco series? I mean, I'm really getting tired of the food stuff, guys. Really getting old. That's an old one. Food. Keep food on food pegs. Getting really tired of just seeing food over and over again. That's getting old. But I like them. Not to say that I don't like them. Another thing, this kind of circles back to modern cars. I'm getting tired. All the Corvettes, guys. Corvettes are popular, but the new ones, I think they can wait. Now that we're finally past the new Corvette model year, it's getting old with these guys. They just release a new Corvette. And again, same one bad ride. I mean, this was made in like 2007, so you know the new Corvette has been around for a while. I mean, that's getting old just seeing the new Vet over and over and over again. That's kind of an overproduced car. That's what I said. I like when people do something different. So let's get on to some things that I like now. Try to focus on the things I like. I like what Auto World's doing. I love these ones. These have to be my favorite out of everything that's come out. And I have no idea why some people just don't like these for the skinny tires. I don't know, because honestly, guys, I mean, some of these old cars, their tires were small. They were small, and they're trying to be true to form with these, and you know, the tires aren't that big. I mean, people who are old Johnny Lightning people want a big set of meaty racing slicks, but unfortunately cars didn't come like that. They came like this with the little tires. But honestly, I think these are great. These are perfect. And I heard that the same guy that founded this company actually founded Playing Mantis, so hopefully we might see these guys pick up Johnny Lightning once Tommy kind of lets go of him. Unfortunately, I don't like they're doing that. I mean, still, you know, even though new Johnny Lightnings aren't what they used to be, not to rag on them, but I don't like new Johnny Lightnings, honestly. I think they're a piece of junk. I would rather not have Johnny Lightning around at all if they're going to keep, I'm sorry to say it, but if they're going to keep reproducing the junk that Johnny Lightning's making now, they may as well not be around. If Auto World picks them up, though, I think they could make Johnny Lightning what they used to be. I really do. But it would take a miracle for that to happen. And I think that hopefully if they picked them up, we might see more of these big card releases. We might see the really nice sets like the later and now, the before and after, or whatever you call them. Maybe we'd see the projects in progress stuff. The really cool stuff that made Johnny Lightning what they were, what they used to be. I really wish that. I wish that for Johnny Lightning. I wish I wish Auto World would pick them back up, because we could probably get the really cool stuff that they used to make. Hopefully that will actually happen, because it would be nice to get some of the then and now sets, like the old and new Volkswagen Beetles, all the other cool stuff that made Johnny Lightning what they were. But for right now, these will do. I do like these a lot, and these are actually very nice. And I like they actually did release one of these. I mean, even though it is pretty much still a Pontiac Firebird, this car is highly undercast, and not a lot of people have done the Trans Am. Johnny Lightning did it, but that was like the only company that did this car. So like I said, hats off to these guys for doing this as a casting. I really like this one. Another car, I mean, I do like this brownish red. They had a baby blue one, but I like this one a little bit better. But again, true 1/64 scale, 68 Chevy Impala SS. But like I said, even though it's just a 1/64 scale car, it has nice detail for the size. But like I said, I wish we could get more 1/24 scale versions of these on the pegs. You know, I wish we could get different 1/24 scale versions. M2 Machines needs to do more 1/24 scale stuff, I think, other than a Mustang or a Camaro or whatever else. But I do like this car. This is a nice looking 1/64 scale. Like I said, it gets boring when things are the same all the time. Another car, like I said, nobody did this one. No one ever bothered to do this. I mean, this was kind of a first to see these in the diecast aisle, and that's why I picked this one up. That's why I picked the Impala up. That's why I picked the Firebird up, because I like these. And if they have the Dodge Dart Swinger, which I found it at another Walmart in my area, I'm definitely getting the Swinger. That's the one car that I have my eye on right now. But like I said, they got the Swinger in the back here, so very nice car. And like I said, this kind of goes to things that I do. Like 71 Mach 1. Well, even though it's a Mustang, yeah, a lot of people may not know this, but this casting is not done a whole lot in 1/64. This is a very underdone casting. This was actually cool, and I picked this up because I really didn't have any of these Mach 1s, so yeah, I mean, still a Mustang, but was this a cool piece? Yeah, definitely. I like the white one. The green one, not as much, but I did like the white version of this, so yeah. Another thing I like, that Oldsmobile 1966, this one, the 442. Oh yeah, I had to have this one because they don't really do this one a whole lot. Johnny Lightning was probably the only one that did this. Again, Johnny Lightning did so many castings that nobody else would bother to do or even think of doing. So honestly, the auto world is kind of picking up where Johnny Lightning left off, and I think that's a good thing. Something we need in the stores, people. This is the one thing that I think is separating these guys from the rest of everyone else. Another thing I like these 3-packs. Some of them, depends. They did a Corvette one. I didn't like it so much, but the Batman, I think movie 3-packs are cool. They should totally do movie cars. Some 3-packs I like. Some of the ones I don't like the fantasy cars as much, but I thought this one was cool because this had the Joker, Bone Shaker, Batmobile, the Gotham City car. Of course, I didn't open this one because to me this is collectible. But yeah, like I said, you know, it does. It gets boring when things are the same too much. Another thing that I like and I kind of hate, but I can say I like it, but I can say I hate it because there's not enough of this stuff on the pegs, and not a lot of companies do these anymore. 1/18, guys. Whatever happened to this scale? I mean, really. I love 1/18 scale stuff. I wish they would put more of it on the pegs. I really wish that a 1/18 would make a comeback. It's getting, you know, kind of old not seeing this stuff on the pegs. It's just, I like 1/18th, but I hate that nobody will bother to produce it anymore. Hot Wheels used to do 1/18th all the time. They had casting after casting. They had a Ford GT, a Dodge Charger, any car you could think of. Pretty much Hot Wheels would do it, or some other company would do a 1/18th scale casting. Unfortunately, there's not enough of this on the pegs. There's not even barely any 1/24 scale left, because them two machines, I mean, they do make 1/24 scale, but only thing that they're doing in 1/24th is Mustangs and more Mustangs and Camaros, but they're pretty much just doing generic cars. I bought this one because I like the old Ford GT. I think they're cool. Now, I will say I hate any guy. The one thing I hate when I buy a diecast is when something has imperfections. This car didn't have but one imperfection, and that was the fact that this wheel, this front wheel, because it steers in the front, it was kind of off its the hole that the steering post goes into. It was kind of off the steering post, and what I had to do is I had to be really delicate, and I had to kind of pop the wheel back onto its steering post, and it wasn't that bad. It worked out fine, but honestly, that's the thing I hate, is when diecast has some kind of imperfection. I have to go in and fix whatever's wrong, and luckily I haven't had to do that a whole lot, but that's the one thing I hate. Sometimes 1/18th scale is kind of hard to tool, and it's kind of hard to get everything right, but I wish they would release more of it. I do like 1/18th scale. But like I said, this is a very nice example of a car that Shelby Collectibles did. Unfortunately, though, for us, you know, Shelby Collectibles is the only people that are producing 1/18th except for Jada. And honestly, that's another thing I don't like. I don't like Jada. I think they're okay, but honestly, to me, they're just toys. I mean, this is a collectible. To me, there's a difference. This is a collectible, and Jada diecast, they're pretty much toys. I think they're junk. I'm not a big fan of Jada at all. It's unfortunate that the only 1/24 scale and 1/18th scale that's really in the aisles anymore is Jada, and they're like the most under-detailed car out of all the diecast. I mean, pretty much the only thing that Jada has going for it is that it's a toy, but they've got pretty much a chrome-plated cast for the engine bay. They don't even do any kind of detailing in their castings whatsoever. That's the thing. Another thing I hate. I hate when companies try to cut corners on detail and stuff. I mean, the toy industry is not what it used to be. I don't like Jada at all. I think they're junk. I don't have a Jada car to show because I don't collect it, because I'm not a big fan of Jada. I will say the one good thing that they did do was the Von Dutch bike series, the 1/10th scale Von Dutch bikes, but when it comes to cars, Jada is not that good. I mean, they never has been a company for detail. They do RC, but that's really about the only thing that I like, that I can say that's good about them. In general, I just think Jada cars are just junk. I don't collect them as much, and I know that. I collect the 1/64 scale Von Dutch Jada, but that's really about it. I have no use for them. I think Jadas are not good diecast, really. But that's, like I said, that's another thing I hate, is when people cut corners on details. I like nice detailed diecast. I like some Hot Wheels 1/64th, and another thing I was going to say is I kind of hate when Hot Wheels tries to do weird color schemes. Like, I like some fantasy cars, to say the least. Like, fantasy cars by Hot Wheels, it depends. Like, there's some fantasy castings I don't like. I like some of the hot rod type castings they do. I like Fangula. I like Astrofunk. But I really don't like it when they do really super weird castings, like, I don't know, some of the accelerators, I don't know. I mean, some castings are odd. I just don't like the really weird fantasy castings. And I don't like it when Hot Wheels tries to do weird color schemes, like they'll try to do pink tires with blue rims with a green windshield. I don't like when they do weird colors. I will collect like certain type things, but I don't like it when Hot Wheels tries to do really weird stuff with their castings. It depends on what casting it is, and when I pick it up, I really can't generalize what castings I don't like and what I do, because there's so many of them, but some things are just weird and a little too weird for my liking. So, I mean, and there's some lines I do like I like the cool classic line that they came out with. Only thing I don't like is that they didn't do the taillight and headlight tampos on those. I mean, I don't like the fact that they put basic tires kind of on them, and they did put retro slots on them or whatever they call those things, but I like the cool classics okay, but do I think that the cool classics are a replacement for these? Not really. Like I said, I wish they'd kind of make their mid-price Hot Wheels, you know, a little nicer, but I guess that's what we're stuck with till we get some kind of garage casting. It would be nice if they'd come out with Larry's Garage or Phil's Garage or something like that, but like I said, this is what we have. I mean, the cool classics are what we have for right now, so unfortunately, yeah, that's pretty much it. So, like I said, this is my video about things that I'm not a big fan of. If you have things about diecast that you really don't like, leave them in the comments below, and rate and subscribe. Or you can comment about anything else that, you know, you want to talk about. If you like the stuff I put in this video, then tell me. Anyways though, I'm Jared White, the J-Man63, and if it has to do with diecast, cars, hauls, anything relating to diecast, it has to be the J-Man63. See you guys later. Goodbye.